I'm still trying to figure out how to merge my passion as an entrepreneur and researcher. Well, listen, I'm still trying to figure out how to mix all my passions together too. I think it's good. It should be an ongoing evolution. The key thing is just to test, to try, to taste, right? Like you wrote a book. Great. Now, did you like it? Do you want to write another one? Is it a fun process? Did it suck the life out of you? Those are all good signs of what to do next. If you like it and it was fun, then you do it again. Suddenly you're a prolific writer. It was definitely not easy, especially right after losing my father to cancer. But I agree that our stories can be our way to inspire. Yeah. 100%. People will look at you and say that there's no way you understand them. And if you don't share the story, then they won't listen to you, It's like, oh, she doesn't get it. It's Ivy League. Doesn't understand what I'm going through. And yet you do. So it's cool. I think people will be inspired by it. What kind of behavioral science do you want to be? What do you want to study? I think that's what marketing is. Like the good marketers are behavioral scientists, basically. They may not have the degree, but that's what they do. What do you want to study with it? I loved it. My most recent book was a children's book. Wow, that's cool. Dedicated to the life and legacy of my father. He was my first educator. Wow, that's cool. Did he get a chance to see it? Did he know that you made this? Or was it after he passed? That's a cool tribute. That's a really cool tribute. I'm also curious, what was the number one lesson that you learned from your dad? I'm sure there's tons, but if you had to pick one lesson that you learned from your dad, what would you say? Crystal clear. He didn't. He died when I was 11. Oh, I thought you said he died last year. Did I miss something? Sorry, I thought I read somewhere. I must have misread that. It's my fault. I don't know why I thought it was last year. It was definitely not easy, especially after losing my father to cancer. But I agree our stories. Yeah, sorry, I don't know why. I assumed it was last year. So that's definitely a challenge. But again, inspiration. For all the people who grow up and lost their parents, my sister-in-law passed away last year from a rare cancer, and she had 3 kids. And we've done a lot more time with them to just be there for them and talk to them and hang out with them. And losing your mom when you're young, they're 14, 11, and 7. So it's tough to lose your mom at that age. And so we're spending more time with them to try to help them and just be there for them and guide and support however we can. So I think it's inspirational to know that, hey, here's someone you lost your dad early and you're still doing great things, right? I think all of those things really, really matter, because people never see the stories and the pain and the struggle behind somebody's success. They just assumed it was all handed to them, right? That it was easy and your life was, anything but easy, and you made it happen. So I think it's inspiring. He always told me that attitude is latitude. Wow. So now that I was older, I understand exactly what he meant. Yeah, that's cool. Attitude is latitude. I've never heard that before. I like it. Attitude is latitude, says Crystal's dad. Is that in the book? Is that in the kids' book that you wrote? That's a cool piece. It's tough on children because they really don't understand the scope of it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I still have both my parents, so I don't have a story to relate or to share. Just listen, be there for them. You know, they want to cry, let them cry. They want to share, they want to share. They just want a hug. You know, just knowing that they're loved, I think, is important.